Hi there, this is the 4G personal alarm, and today we'll be doing an unboxing and setup guide for you. To get started, let's get right into the package. So we'll open it up from the top, see what's inside. There's a whole ton of stuff in here. So at the very top, you've got your unit. This is what you can wear as a pendant using the loop, or you can wear it in the watch, which is included in the contents. So we'll just lift up the box here and you get the durable strap that can be wrist mounted. You also get the little lanyard for if you want to wear it around the neck, charging cable, and then you also get a little box that includes a few different things. So a little power brick so you can charge it up, a little screwdriver for the back of the unit, which we'll show you how to do. And then also included with that little screw is the 2 additional replacement screw bits if you ever lose one and you need more. I did get a little excited there. There was actually a manual in the box as well. So this includes the specs, the appearance, and a whole ton of information, including the step-by-step on how to set it up, as well as all kinds of commands that you can send to the device so you can get information back whenever you need it. Before we get into the setup, the first thing we'll do is take a look at the device itself close up. So right here, you can see there's an SOS button. Here is your LED screen where you'll be able to see all the indicators and see what's going on the device. And then on the side, you've got a power button and a function button. You also charge it by using the included cable and sticking it onto here. It magnetizes, so you'll have no trouble. And this is where the sensor is, so that goes up against the skin for detecting all kinds of sensors and metrics with this device. Once you've got that, you'll also want to have a SIM card. So it's a BYO system. You can use Telstra, Optus, Vodafone, whatever you like. We're going to use Telstra because it's known for having the best coverage and the most accurate tracking. We actually don't need the full-size SIM. We actually just want the Nano, which is on the inside. So that came out pretty quickly and easily. So just that little smallest version, that's what's going to go into the device. We've got our screwdriver here ready to go to open it up, and we've got a mobile phone so we can send the text back and forth, which we'll show you step by step. Let's get into it. So we'll start off by unscrewing this. You just want to go, you know, the classic righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So we're going to go left and just keep twisting and twisting, and just keep doing this until it feels like it's pretty loose. You can see the screws actually rising out of the device. I'm going to go ahead and do this and save you having to watch, but basically just go through around all 6 of them and just keep going until they come quite loose. Once they're ready to go, we'll have a look on the inside and take a gander at how to put the SIM in. Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and done that. Now one thing to note is that you don't actually have to pull the screws all the way out. Just get them till they're about level with the rest of the unit. If they fall out, that's why you've got some replacements if you need to, because they are little small ones, but get them to the top around all of the edges, and then you should just be able to pull that off like that. So on this side we've got the battery, and on this side is where we're going to put the SIM. So we put down that bit. Let me grab my little SIM card that we prepared earlier, just this one here. And what we're going to do is on the unit, just here, click down, flick up. That will release the tray, and we want to put it in exactly like this. So the gold side of the unit, or the silver side, will be facing downwards. Just going to slide it in there. Don't mind me, it's a bit tricky with the camera. So let me just get that wiggled in. There we go. And then I'm going to slide the tray on and click it up. So you'll hear that click and it will lock into place. That way you know the SIM is in there, good to go. Now all we have to do is put this one back on, screw it up, and we'll go on to the next step. Now if you haven't already, once you've inserted the SIM, what you'll want to do is get your charging cable that's included and attach it to the device. There's also the included cable that you can plug into a wall. Make sure this is fully charged up before you get started. Now if you need to see what the charge indicator is, press and hold the power button on the right hand side. For 3 seconds, it will vibrate, beep, and turn on after initializing. You'll notice if I bring it real nice and close, top left corner up here is where you can see the battery indicator. So charge it till it's at 100% and good to go. And important to note that you never want to charge this one long-term overnight, because that will deteriorate the battery quality. It only takes a few hours to get to full charge and will last for consecutive days, depending on how long you've got it pinging for when you're looking at the GPS tracking, which we'll talk about in a moment. Alright, now we've got everything set up that we need to get started with sending the SMSs and getting this device working and ready to go. So, you've got your unit here, which has your nano SIM inside it. Make sure that one is set up as a mobile phone plan, so it's capable of doing SMS and data. SMS so you can communicate and set up the device, and data so you can track it or find out where someone is whenever they press the SOS button, or you send the command to track and make sure that they're okay. So the first command we'll want to send is 123.456 A1, comma. Now A1 means mobile number 1. You can go up to A8 and you can have up to 8 SOS contacts that this device will, if it fails the first person, will then call the second person, then the third person, etc. So I'm going to put my mobile number in here, so 0424, and I'm going to send that as a command. So it's usually pretty responsive. It can get back to you within 10 seconds. It can take up to a minute with some providers, but Telstra is great, so it'll come back to us straight away. So we get one tel OK with my number there, lets me know that that has been set up. The second most important command is 123.456 KL060. So this command will, if you check the manual, there is a variation of 45 to 60 for the sensitivity of fall detection. We're going to set it to max, which is 060. So I'm going to send that command there. Boom. Set low G threshold OK. That means basically the fall detection is ready to go. If someone wants to wear this on around their neck or on their wrist, if they fall down, it will immediately do a few beeps and then go send a location signal to the first contact and call them straight away. You can also just press and hold the SOS button for 3 seconds to trigger the same effect. So that's number 2. Number 3 that we're going to do is setting up the APN. So this is determinant on which carrier you're going for. We're going to do Telstra as an example, and we'll put up on the screen exactly for the main 3 providers what your APNs are. So we're going to go 123.456, and we're going to go APN. So we do C and then APN. So mine is Telstra.internet. Internet, there we go. And then comma. And then we're going to put in the IP. So the IP for this one is 112.124.1458, and then the port for this APN is 9289, and that IP will be the same for all the providers across the board. So you do 123.456 your APN, comma, this IP number. So I'm going to send this one now as a command. And boom, set APN, IP, and port OK. So your APN in the middle might vary, but the IP and the other sides of the commands will be the same. If you have any questions about that, just get in touch with our team. Should be no trouble. The next command, number 4, is 123.456, and then D. What this will do is configure the GPS to let it know that, hey, this is a device we're looking to track with the GPS. Boom, open GPRS command. So those are the core commands that you want to set to get the device working. If you want the geolocation to work, so if someone was to fall over and we want to find out exactly where they are, there is a tracking command that we need to send, and that one is 123.456 M, the letter M for motel, with the number 1. So you can do 0 or 1. If you do 0, it will turn off GPS tracking. If you do 1, it turns on GPS tracking. So M1, comma. Now this comma can differ, so you'll want to check the manual command list. It's at the bottom of the first page of the commands list, but you do 3 digits, and then an S to represent seconds, M to represent minutes, or H to represent hours. So what we're going to do is we want it to update the location every 10 minutes in this example. So I'm going to do 010M. That means every 10 minutes, the location of this tracker will update, and it will last just over 2 days with that much continuous updates. Now you can go down to seconds if you need to in certain scenarios, or you can only make it ping once every hour and you'll get way longer battery life out of it. Depends on your needs, but you can always, as the person who is setting it up and configuring and pinging the device, change this at any time you need. So I'm going to set it to 10 minutes, which should give you just over 50 hours. So every 2 days, this unit will probably need to be recharged. Boom, there we go, set auto OK. Now what we can do, if we ever want to ping the location of the device, so that's all of our setup commands done, but just as an example, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F is the command that will ping the device and tell you exactly where it is when you've pinged it. So this is super handy if you ever want to check in on someone, if you've got an elderly loved one who goes awry on a little misadventure or something, you're able to send this command, and then within a minute you'll get a notification back letting you know exactly where they are. So let's give it a second here, make sure it comes through okay. Boom, there we go. So the GPS is okay, and you get a Google map there that will link you to exactly to where you need to go. So those are all the SMS commands that you'll need to use to set up this device. Once you've done them once, you don't have to do them again, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 F command will let you check the location on the GPS anytime. Now with the device itself, to call out from here, all you have to do is press and hold the SOS button for 3 seconds, or you can press and hold the function button on the side here, which will open up the contacts list that have been registered. So you can go down with the power button, or back up with the function button, and press the SOS button to call that person. The microphone is right here on the device, so the person who's calling out needs to make sure that they're close to that microphone and it's not covered, so they can hear the person on the other end as well. Now, on top of that, you can, from the phone, as long as you know the mobile number, call to this device, and it is two-way talk again as well. Now, there is a whole lot of commands that you can find in the manual here. Tons of them. It gets pretty technical if you want it to, but it doesn't have to be that crazy. Everything you need to do has been done right now. If you do have any questions though, please do get in contact. That's what we're here for. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.